edition of the 3-Point Conversion Presents Making the Cut. I'm your host, Mr. Controversy, sitting here live at Will's Barbershop in Fayetteville, North Carolina. You know I got my man in crime, my boy Will Sports Guru.
Yeah.
Got my man, Big Juggernaut. What's up? Today's topic, we're talking about the AFC West. People want to talk about this division. They say Denver, they have it under wraps. There's no competition. I beg to differ. I think these guys do too. So we're gonna start with Big Juggernaut. What you think, baby?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm going with the status quo. Denver is the team to beat. Everybody know what it is. Peyton Manning over 5,000 yards, 55 touchdowns. Everybody know what it is. Joker position and Julius Thomas. I mean, he's killing the game right now. If you didn't know about him, you're already gonna know about him. Especially Monte Ball too. They lost Sean Moreno. Monte's gonna step it up. They help the offense as well as help the defense too. DeMarcus Ware, really? Really? I mean, come on. So the next team that I'm thinking about is Kansas City. Kansas City, that defense is balling out. I mean, ridiculous. And they reloaded with D Ford. How you let them do that? So I think about that and I say, okay, that's good. But the offensive side of the ball, that's always been the issue with Kansas City. Jamal Charles, they gave him a new contract. That's great. However, who is Alex Smith going to throw the ball to? Dwayne Bowe is cool, but he's not real to me. All I know, there are other people that need to be there at the wide receiver position. They lost Dexter McCluster. They brought in DeAnthony Thomas out of Oregon. That's great, but at the same time, without those other weapons on offense, Kansas City, that defense will take them everywhere they need to go. Alex Smith is not going to make mistakes, so they always have a chance to be there. Now, the funny team about it, the Joker team, is the San Diego Chargers to me. San Diego Chargers have offense, they have defense. Keenan Allen, balling out. You got a three-headed monster with Woodhead, Ryan Matthews, and Donald Brown. Then you got Phillip Rivers. That guy's been consistent ever since he's been there. And in Mike McCoy's system, I mean, he's balling out on the low. Also, I say look out for the emergence of Ladarius Green. This guy, he's going to be coming up. It's going to be a twin tight end set with him and Antonio Gates. It's going to be dangerous. Now, everybody know the Raiders, a.k.a. the Expendables. They went and got all the old players, Justin Tuck. They went and re-signed Charles Woodson. I mean, they're trying. They went and got Maurice Jones-Drew. They're trying. But at the same time, it's just not enough. Everybody knows that Denver is the king of the hill. It is what it is. We just got to deal with it.
I got to piggyback off what you said, Big Juggernaut. I really think it's going to be a runaway. I mean, Denver got embarrassed in the Super Bowl last year. When I say embarrassed, man. And you know Peyton ain't going to go out like that. So you know what? They had to reload. I mean, and they didn't have to even do it so much on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, I mean, Akeem Talib, getting him. You know, DeMarcus Ware, as you said. I think they got TJ Ward, if I'm not mistaken, too, as well. I mean, these guys are going to be barbecuing. I use your word. They're going to be barbecuing cats, man. I think it's going to be a runaway. Nobody's going to stop Peyton Manning. Monte Ball's going to have he's going to have a full circle this year without the game of Sean. That guy can carry the load. He carried the load at Wisconsin. So, Julius Thomas, come on, man, stop it. Anyway, going on to other teams, I agree with you as far as with Kansas City too as well, man. They have no playmaking ability on the offensive side of the ball. Alex Smith is a game manager. Dwayne Bowe, he has the opportunity to be a 1,300 to 1,400 yard wide receiver consistently, but look at the quarterbacks, and Alex Smith has just been known to be a game manager. If they were smart, in my opinion, I'd turn the reins over eventually to Aaron Murray, because he's going to get the ball down the field. He's going to get the ball down the field. DeAnthony Thomas is that dude too as well. He's much more prolific than your boy Dexter McCluster. So I think they can have some time to do something. And then you can bring in Nile Davis. Nile Davis was that dude at Arkansas, man. He has a lot of playmaking ability too. So Kansas City, man, if Andy Reid just, you know, nurture Aaron Murray up to be in that quarterback position, I think they got a chance to go, because Alex Smith is always going to be a game manager. He was before when he left Utah, and he still is now.
All right, well, I mean, Denver's the easy choice. We all know that, but I'm going to tell you why I'm Mr. Controversy, and I think Denver won't win that division. I'm not saying they're not going to make the playoffs, but this is why they won't win that division.
That's why you Mr. Controversy right there.
They always struggle against San Diego. They struggle against San Diego the last 2 years. I don't know what Phillip Rivers has on Denver and what that defense has on Peyton Manning.
Ball control.
But they struggle. But they struggle every time they play Denver. Then, I mean, every time they play San Diego. So I got that one loss. I got Kansas City beating them because again, Kansas City don't make turnovers. Now we want to.
Kansas City
But wait, let me finish. Okay, let me finish. We talk about Alex Smith, like you said, he's a game manager, which is true. But I think last year it wasn't because of Alex Smith. It was because of Andy Reid, and that's how Andy Reid usually plays. He's always, hey, we're gonna dunk it, we're gonna throw 5-yard passes, 6-yard passes. I thought Dwayne Bowe was gonna quit because it wasn't like he wasn't getting open. I've seen so many times Dwayne Bowe have his hand up, walk back to the huddle with his head down. But it's because we're gonna dunk it here, we're gonna give it to Jamar Charles. Jamar Charles will touch the ball at least 35 times.
I mean, it is.
But right, but still, with that defense, it works out. Because that's why they had the record they did last year. For some reason, you see they lost to Indy last year in the playoff, but you
That's
see
the
that.
blueprint.
But no,
That's
but they
the
had that
blueprint.
but they had that big lead, but because of injuries. Remember, the 2 running backs went down
I
last year.
understand that, but you have to think about that game. Look at that game in its
But
totality.
still, but I understand that. But I'm just saying.
They were in a position they were never in. They were
Right.
up. They're never up.
But
they're never up.
But they were losing. They kept losing players though. Remember, they had like 5 guys that went out. So and key guys. Then you look at the.
But you killed yourself by saying Denver's not gonna win the division. Kansas City's not gonna be able to keep up. Who's their secondary? They lost, like you just said, Brandon
Eric
Flowers.
Eric Berry.
Eric Berry is that's it.
That's
But
still-
Eric Berry's not that great in coverage. He'll
Right,
come up
right.
and hit.
Right.
So they're not gonna be able to keep Peyton Manning's gonna torch these dudes, man.
but
They
the-
linebacker
hey,
core, now I give them
right, I'm
that.
gonna
That's
say-
the greatest line. I mean, Tom Bahali, Derek Johnson.
Them rushes,
Oh my
rushes. You know,
gosh.
if they hit Peyton,
Yeah.
They got D Ford.
D
Right.
Ford.
So it's like,
Man, but at the same time though, I don't think nobody in that division is going to Oakland. Come on, San
Oakland,
Diego.
we're not-
It's going to be between San Diego and Denver if Denver even has injuries. If Denver can have injuries and still win that division, I think possibility.
Because you got to think about it, they reloaded with Sanders.
Yes.
Like that's
Reloaded.
What you mean? Wait a minute.
I mean,
Wait,
got
so
reloaded.
you
Got
tell
some
me
more.
this.
Got
You tell me
reloaded.
this. You take Decker or you take Sanders?
I'll take Decker with that.
You take
Yes.
number 2,
So
take
do you
a
think-
possession receiver in that offense.
So do you think-
Think about that offense.
Yeah.
You can get your possessions out of West
But
Welker.
you know,
Right. Think about
hold
that
on,
offense.
but you know
Right.
how it worked out because of size.
How?
Because of size with Decker.
But
His
you still
size.
have Julius Thomas, and then you got
I mean-
Demarius Thomas. That's size on top of
Yes.
size on
Yes.
top of size.
But with Sanders,
like when
dude,
you
I don't call that
Sanders brings the speed
Oh
element.
my gosh, yes.
You got that with Baby.
Baby ain't got
Baby
no
is
speed
huge.
as far as like Emmanuel Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders running the fastest.
Run them in the race, who gonna win?
Okay.
Run them in the race side by side, who gonna win?
Can I ask, and I'm gonna ask a panel question.
Okay.
How many times have you seen Peyton Manning throw a deep ball since 05?
Nah, I give you that.
Okay.
It's
So,
always
now he has that element in Sanders.
But he had that in Indianapolis with Garcon.
But that's what I'm saying. He has that.
no,
he has that element again.
But his last 2 years he had that with Garcon,
But you-
and he didn't throw the
But
deep ball.
listen,
He doesn't throw the deep ball.
If you ever look, Peyton's put everybody in a position
Right.
to succeed. He put Eric Decker in a position to succeed. Do you really honestly?
you will see the
hold on,
real
hold
Eric
on.
Decker
Do you-
this year.
That's what I'm saying. Do you really think honestly he's gonna go to the Jets and do something? Eric Decker?
I'm not.
dog.
What I'm saying
He's
is,
not.
I'm not saying that Eric Decker.
And if you ever look at the running back
Well, look.
position too as well, Peyton make all the running
Right.
backs
Yeah.
great. Look at it in
And like this, no Sean did it better because he could pass.
But Will,
Yes.
I'm not saying Decker is a great player, but for that system, if that was
You-
hold on,
you-
if
you're
that was
saying size.
if that was the
You're
case,
saying size
if
beats
that was the case,
Is that what you're saying?
Gonzalez and Indy would have had a great year. And he's a speedster. Remember Gonzalez from Ohio State?
Who got hurt?
Yeah, he would have been great. But what I'm saying is, with Indianapolis, it's all on timing.
That's right.
And
So
I
what
think-
I'm saying
I think
is,
you lost.
if I have an element where I can take the top off of the defense, everybody knows the Demarius Thomas screen. Everybody knows what that is.
Right.
Everybody knows Julius Thomas going across.
Right.
Everybody knows what that is. Everybody knows Wes Welker
going
with them
across.
drag routes.
Right, right,
Everybody knows what that is. Now I can take the top off the defense?
Yeah,
Oh my
with the
God,
with
you-
the
hey, but I'm-
you have the propensity to go past 55 touchdowns.
But
That's crazy.
But I'm gonna dare you to throw the D ball because you can't throw the D ball anymore.
Doesn't matter.
Why does it matter?
I got 5,500 yards without throwing the deep ball. Does it matter?
Because they lost Decker, that good
But
possession
does it
receiver.
matter?
Yes.
Because it is
Yes.
going to matter because they're going to be the defenses are going to be concentrating so much underneath.
Thank you.
That
Julius
Emmanuel
Thomas has
said
a
they gonna-
chance
you
to
know-
catch 100 balls this year.
And you know-
How crazy is that?
And
No, you're right.
And you
How
know,
crazy is
everybody
that?
concentrating underneath. Peyton, and they going to incorporate John Fox. They going to incorporate in that offense with Emmanuel Sanders going to have the
and we didn't say
opportunity
nothing
to
about
go
the
over
running
the
game.
top.
But hey,
We said nothing about the running
Okay,
game.
but we gonna wrap it up.
All right.
So again, we're gonna go from top to bottom. What you think?
Denver is a runaway, of course. We hit on them enough. San Diego right behind them. Just because Kansas City doesn't, like you said, with Andy Reid, all the dinking and dunking, and with Alex Smith as quarterback, I still think that's a big key. I don't care what you say, he's a game manager. You can even turn the reins over to Tyler Brady from Tennessee. He can throw that ball down the field too as well, man. It's him or Aaron Murray. So Oakland at the bottom of the barrel too as well. But Khalil Mack is gonna have a great year, dog. He's gonna be possibly defensive rookie of the year. Everybody made that hype about Jadeveon Clowney, but I think he might be the best defensive player to come out of the draft.
I got a little bit different from you. I still got Denver at the top like everybody says, but I got Kansas City in that second spot. That defense, dog, is miles above what San Diego has.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? San Diego has a good balance between defense and offense, but with Kansas City, their defense is far beyond that. So I'll give Kansas City the nod. When they went on that streak last year, everybody was like, oh my God, they just winning every game.
Yeah.
So I give Kansas City the nod on that. Now, San Diego is coming in a close third. Really, it's like 2A and 2B for me.
Right.
I think both of them can still make the playoffs. Oakland, I'm sorry, man, you just out of it. But I mean, you guys have time. You guys have young players. You can develop them. Start to play them. I mean, really, you got the two-headed monster and running back, but I really don't know why you paid both of those guys. Get more receivers. I mean, you got receivers in there that are you're trying to develop, but they haven't done anything. So Oakland's the bottom of the barrel for me. Denver's at the top.
All right, I'm gonna make it short and sweet. I got Kansas City, Denver, San Diego, and I got Oakland, of course. So once again, we're here live at Will's Barbershop in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I got my man Will the Sports Guru.
Yo, yo.
I got my man Big Juggernaut. And I want to thank all my fans. Brian Adams on Google+. Hey man, I appreciate you, boy. I see y'all at the barbershop near you. We out. Barbecue. Hey, we back once again. We at Will's Barbershop in Fayetteville, North Carolina. You know how to come to the fans, and this is the owner right here, Will. Thanks for having us. What you think? What you think about your team, man? Say who's your team. What you think? What they gonna do this year?
RG3, Redskins. We're back in business. Hope that we'll be able to pull it out and at least win the division this year. It's just it's a hard discussion right now. Who's gonna have to be the quarterback? But RG3 is gonna pull it out and really be successful, especially against the Cowboys.
Appreciate that. And I got my man right here, O. He's another barber. It's gonna get interesting. Tell him who's your team, man.
I'm a Cowboys fan. I got 2 words. Tony Romo.
Tony Romo?
Yeah, Tony Romo gonna shine this year. Y'all ain't gonna win. We might not have no defense, but we got the best offense in the division.
Wow. Well, once again, we're here live at Will's Barbershop in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We see you at a barbershop near you.